Taurus, born April 20th to May 20th, what can you expect for the month of October 2018? Let's tune in and find out. So Taurus, there may be some inner conflict, inner challenges that you're dealing with that are, it may be some heavy stuff. You may have lost a partner, you may have lost a business, you may be worried about some family dynamics that have happened that are pulling your family apart. So I feel this inner suffering that's weighted on you. And this month is a month where you can get the healing that you need. You can get the support that you need. You can actually have some movement around it, but you're going to have to ask for it. You're going to have to kind of raise your hand and say, I could use some of that. I'm in need of that, right? So you're going to have to come out of your shell a little bit to get and let people know what's going on for you. Let them look inside your inner world and the turmoil that's happening for you so that you can actually get the relief that you need, okay? There is support for you. You don't have to suffer in silence, and there is, opportunities for you to get what you need. Okay, so now let's look at coupled romantic relationships. So for those of you that are in a committed romantic relationship, let's see what October has in store for you. It may be a theme, Taurus, where you're feeling tired and neglected, and your partner, it seems like maybe you're the one who's giving in the relationship, and maybe don't have the energy to give anymore. So I feel like there's going to be some new conversations in your relationship about what works, right? So this month you may get to the nitty-gritty about what hasn't been working in your relationship, what things need to change in your relationship, so that you both are living your best lives and really creating a really harmonious and beautiful long-term relationship. So I see, some of the kind of, tarnish coming off of the relationship, so that you can actually see what's really needed and what your partner really needs and what you really need. So I just see you being able to speak up and to get what you need in that relationship. And the good news is I feel like your partner loves you and wants to support you. And so I do feel like this is something that will actually benefit your relationship long term. Now, Venus retrograde starts October 5th and goes through November 16th. And Venus retrograde simply means that we don't have the extra energy that the planet Venus gives us in the area of beauty and fun and love and art, right? So that means we have to bring more our creator consciousness, our compassionate energy to the situation. So for you with your partner, you're going to have more compassion for your partner, more compassion for yourself, especially for you, Taurus, to have compassion for yourself so you can speak up so that you can get what you need from your relationship. Now, and your relationship may not be able to give it to you. They may be in such a state themselves that they're not able to bring it, in which case you'd want to go to a therapist, or you'd want to go to your priest, or go to your, the clergy, wherever you go for that outside source. You may need to seek that out this month to support your dynamics in your relationship. Now, and if, some of you, that may mean that you're already on the verge of divorce and you're getting divorced. Some of you, it may mean that you're already putting your marriage back together, and it's going to become clear what's needed so that it can come together. So this is a very necessary part of in cycles that we all go through in a coupled relationship. We all go through those moments of challenges where we're feeling like we're giving more, or we're being taken advantage of, or we're not being heard, or they're not listening, or we're not listening, right? All these different dynamics of figuring out romantic relationships. And I just feel, Taurus, that you're in one, and that you're going to be coming out of this. It's like a closed flower that's going to open up, or like a cocoon that turns into a butterfly. That's where you're at. And you're going to find yourself, needing to be able to have that support, and you're going to be able to get it. But you may need an outside source, so actually look for one and ask for one. Now, in addition, we also have those of you who are Taurus that would like to fall in love. And this is a wonderful time. Even though Venus is retrograde, you can still fall in love because we have, again, that creator consciousness, that part of ourselves that can see other people and meet other people. And the universe is divinely orchestrated to bring that love into our life. It's just maybe at a slower pace. It may take longer to ignite it. It may allow us to get to see other things about them and create nuances with the other individual that are important, that are going to support us in having a long-term sustainable relationship. The thing that's interesting about this Venus retrograde, it goes forward November 16th. But as soon as it goes forward, Mercury retrograde on the same day, November 16th, starts and doesn't end until December 6th. So we actually have like 2 months of these retrograde energies of slowing down with love and romance. So it's okay because you're being taught to see and experience other aspects, not only of yourself, but of the person that you're falling in love with. And there may be several people that are brought up to the surface for you to explore love with, but it's just a slow process. Come December, the middle of December, if you want a loving relationship, you will absolutely have it, and you'll know that person inside out. So it'll be so great for you because if you meet them in October, you're going to have this 8 weeks of getting to know them, right? And then come December, you'll be able to see all aspects of them and whether or not they're the one for you. So it's a really beautiful, divinely orchestrated, slow burn, slow build of romantic love. So absolutely go for it and enjoy it, Taurus. Okay, so let's move now into career and money for you, Taurus. Money's good. I feel like money's good. I don't feel like money's an issue. I feel like there's money coming in. I feel like there's support coming in for you financially. It could be maybe that's why your romantic relationship is maybe depleted because maybe you're putting in so much time and effort and reward into the work. So I feel like you've got plenty of money coming in. You still maybe feel stressed about money just because Taurus does like to work and works hard, and you like to see what you have to show for it. And if you're spending or overspending, that can create a stress. But I do see you having plenty of money coming in this month. Let's look at your career for Taurus. You know, you may be asked to do more of what you're already doing, but for less pay. So there may be a little adjustment in your work where the company has to, downsize or has to put a freeze on your pay or ask you to do a little something extra that you don't get paid for in an effort to keep the doors open. So there may be a little bit of a disappointment around not being able to grow but maintain, right? So we always have to look and be grateful for what we do have. So being grateful that you don't lose your job, being grateful that you can maintain is really terrific. You may just not get that boost or that bump that you were hoping to get this month. So there's always, we always have to use our creator consciousness, and if we need to make more money, you guys are the worker bees. You know how to do that. You know how to find other ways to do that. So I do see that you could start other little things that could start bringing in more money, even if it's selling things, even if it's having a garage sale and just selling things. So I do see you being able to bring in more money if you want it. Okay, so let's move into your health for Taurus. So I really feel like heart and adrenals so you could be burned out, and that's why maybe adrenals are coming up. As a Reiki master, we were always trained, that whenever you have a shock, the adrenals take the hit, right? So if there was something that shocked you, whether it was a year ago or 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and you never had your adrenals treated, you could now finally feeling the effects of that shock of 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, right? That your body is just now really feeling depleted because you've never really treated the adrenals. So you can treat them with Reiki. You can treat them there's a lot of information. The medical medium, who's a friend of mine, is amazing at being able to treat adrenals. He's helped me when I've had adrenal fatigue in the past. There's a lot of different foods that you can eat, prayers that you can do. In his book, Medical Medium, it talks about it. You can find him online. He's amazing. So I highly recommend him for anything that you may be challenged with. He has an answer for you that comes directly from the divine. Really powerful and beautiful man. Okay, so let's look at any surprises for you, Taurus. Yeah. Okay. Sense of humor is huge. Your sense of humor is going to get you through this month. Your sense of humor is just making it's just rocking your world. So I really feel like your sense of humor is really what shakes you loose and gets you up out of this heaviness, this kind of crusty energy that's around you. As soon as you use that sense of humor, everything falls apart. Of the old ideas, of the old constructs that are sucking you dry and not working for you. So use your sense of humor. You guys have got one. I'm really feel the joy when you use your sense of humor, and people around you kind of shake them up, and it's really beautiful. So I really feel you using that sense of humor all month and really just bringing buoyancy to everything. A lot of love, a lot of happiness, taking care of yourself can be fun. So I want you to use your sense of humor, guys. That will get you through this. You're going to really enjoy October. In spite of the things I said, bringing your sense of humor really just turns everything around, makes everything more than bearable. It helps you to heal from the inside out, and you're really going to have a terrific month. All right, Taurus, really enjoy the month. Enjoy that sense of humor. Use it everywhere you go. Take advantage of it. Trust yourself. And if you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, comment below, and I look forward to seeing you again next month.